Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, I'm going to be talking about weight, swing weight, and balance of a racket that's strung versus unstrung. Stay tuned. All right, so guys, you wouldn't believe how many people walk into the store or contact me when they ask me, oh, is that 300 grams? Is that 317 grams for that pure drive? And I'm like, yeah, it's 300 grams unstrung and it's about 317 grams strung. Which one are you asking me for? Right? Because the online guys all have strung specs. So again, strung specs with strings in it, right? And that's kind of like a estimate as to what the actual racket will weigh, what it will balance out at, and what the swing weight would be. But they're giving you strung specs. Not quite sure why they do that, because when you look at a racket and it gives you specs on the back of the racket, that's unstrung specs. So why is the racket company giving you unstrung specs versus like the online guys giving you strung specs? I never really understood that because I feel like they should just give you the unstrung specs and kind of call it a day, because people get confused because they'll be like, hey, I thought it was 317 grams. Well, yeah, that's strung. It's really 300. But it says 317. I was like, yeah, it's strung. Take a look at what it says. Strung specs, not unstrung. Okay? So today I'm going to be showing you the difference between a strung spec and an unstrung spec. Okay? Because it does change when you string a racket. Things get balanced out a little more differently. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is take the new racket. I'm going to cut the placard off because the placard is going to weigh something. And I'm going to take the plastic off because that weighs a little something too. 4 1/4 grip, okay? 4 1/4 grip. 4 1/4 grip too on this one. Okay. So let's check stock unstrung balance. You almost got it to float again. 319. 319. Strung. So it's strung with Gamma Ocho. Gamma Ocho 17. 52 pounds. $320. Looks like 8 to me. 328. Okay. All right, let's hit the scale with these two rackets. All right, at the scale, unstrung, ultra. All right, see what it weighs. Hey, it's almost on. 299. Okay, swing weight. $282. All right. Let's see what happens when it's strung. 316. Okay. Swing weight. $314. All right, guys. So let's go analyze. All right. So what happened when you add strings to a tennis racket? Well, where did the strings go? They went in the hoop of the racket. Where's the hoop of the racket? In the head. So what happened? Well, you probably got a head heavier racket. You probably got more balance towards the head. You probably got more swing weight because you're essentially adding about 16 to 17 grams of string to the racket. So you're basically like adding 16 to 17 grams of weight to the racket. So let's see. Let's look at the numbers. $299. So it's supposed to be 300, whatever. That's close, right? So what did I say? 17 grams of string, right? Balance. You obviously, by adding weight to the head, it went up. Got more head weight now. Swing weight. Well, of course, if you got more in the balance towards the head and you're adding more weight, that's going to affect swing weight. So obviously, you just added weight to the head. So do we calculate with strings or without? So I feel like, the manufacturer's doing what it's supposed to do and telling you what it is statically without adding anything to it, which is supposed to be, I guess, what they do. And the online guys are telling you, well, this is what it is strung. So just make sure when you're buying a racket and you're saying 300 grams, that you're talking about a 300 gram racket unstrung. So a 300 racket unstrung would be this ultra regular 100, right? Because if you say 300 strung, you might wind up with a 100 light, okay? A ultra 100 light. So make sure you do a little research and make sure you know what you want first, because you don't want to wind up with a lighter racket thinking that you're wanting the heavier one or getting the heavier one, okay? So the difference between unstrung racket and strung racket specs, okay? So if you're shopping on eBay or if you're shopping on any of the warehouse places, if you're shopping in the store, okay, make sure if you're going to go by specs, and if you know that you're going to go by specs, that, hey, I want it strung this way at this total weight, or else you might wind up with something lighter than you really originally wanted. All right, guys, so let me know if you guys, shop for rackets via weight or you just shop by the models, and how you determine, how many grams you want your racket. Is it 300? Is it 285? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.